everybody, it's Kimberly. Today you're getting the sick and unpolished version. I have not been out of bed much in the last week. I had to stay home from work for 4 days this week and I felt horrible about that. But I was feeling so badly and I went to work yesterday, but it was rough, man. I had to stop 3 times in the middle of taking one of the patients' blood pressures to cough violently. But today's Saturday, I'm just mostly staying in bed all day. I barely have energy to watch booktube videos or rewatch episodes of Supernatural on Netflix, both of which I tried and practically fell asleep doing. I don't have energy to read even. So anyway, back to the point of the video. There's a super fun readathon coming up, hosted by Sarah without an H and Chammy from Read Like Wildfire, and I will link both of their channels down below, as well as the Twitter where you can go follow for the different stuff that will be tweeted about this readathon throughout the week. And they have super cool art on there for their design of the Slay That Series Readathon. The point of this readathon is to finish, oh my god, my voice is so scratchy, is to finish, the point of the readathon is to finish some series that you have started and not finished, to like get that great feeling of having finished a series. And so even though I'm sick and, you know, the readathon is starting at midnight, and I think it's sometime in the evening, I've lost track of time because I fell asleep a few times, and have managed to get away without having to have taken Dayquil today so far. But anyway, there's a series that I started a few weeks ago. I read the first book and half of the second book and I did enjoy them, but I kind of got stalled out halfway through the trilogy, like I sometimes have been happening in the last year. And I really want to finish this series, especially because I checked them out from the library. So here are the books that I want to read. So earlier this month, I read Clockwork Angel, the first book in the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare, and I liked it. I had read the first 3 books of the Mortal Instruments series a long time ago when they used to still be a trilogy before the other books came out, and before, like a year or 2 before this book came out was when I read them. So I have wanted to read these for a while, especially because I do like stuff set in this time period. And so anyway, I read this one already and enjoyed it. I've read half of Clockwork Prince and I was enjoying it so far, although, oh my god, my voice is so raspy. But sometime around September 4th, I set it down and didn't really pick it back up again. And these are library books, so I'm going to need to return them in a few weeks. And I was enjoying the series, so I don't want to stall out halfway through, which is why this readathon is so perfectly timed for me. So I'm going to be reading the other half of Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess. Since I'm sick, and I also have to work next week with being sick, and I'm sure that I'll get home being completely dead and just have to crash and fall asleep, these are the main 2 things. I'm on page 168 of Clockwork Prince, and there are 498 pages, so I'm going to finish Clockwork Prince and read Clockwork Princess. This readathon is 8 days. It starts at midnight tonight, which will be the start of Sunday, and it goes until midnight after next Sunday, so it will be 8 days. And I know 1.5 books isn't that much, especially for me, but since I've been sick and I'm going to have to work, this is my basic TBR. However, I have one more item to add to this, and technically it doesn't quite belong here because it's not a series, but it's a book that I started in mid-July that I really loved, but I was on vacation when I was reading it, and I got really busy with the other stuff, and I kind of set it down and didn't finish it. I got about halfway done with The Martian by Andy Weir, and I loved it. It's so good, but I just kind of set it down when I was about 46% of the way done, and I haven't picked it back up yet. And so I really want to pick it back up before it becomes one of the sort of things where I have to reread the whole first half of it. So even though it's not a series, it's a half-finished thing that I really want to finish, so I'm adding it to my TBR for this readathon. And if I finish the other half of Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess and still want to keep going along with readathon stuff, then I'm going to finish the other half of The Martian. These are the half of one book, a whole of another book, and half of another book that I'm putting on my TBR. It's not the most ambitious TBR, but since I've been so sick and since I have to work, I think this is what I'm going to keep to the TBR. And I do have one or two other series with one book left. One series in particular that I really enjoyed that I have one book left on that I might get to if I finish these, but this is my main TBR. I will link the announcement video explaining about the readathon down below and the link to the Twitter. You guys should definitely do this. It looks really fun. And I'm gonna go now, crash and fall asleep and probably take a nap before I edit this video and post it because, oh my god, I still feel so sick. I had everything but the sore throat, guys. I don't know if it was the flu or what it was, but oh my gosh, I'm so sick. So anyway, I hope you guys avoid all the bugs that are going around this fall, and I hope you guys have an awesome readathon. If you're participating in the readathon, let me know or link your TBR video down below, and I would love to watch it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!